Well, dear friends, we'll stay in this meditative space as we move into some music. And feel free to sing along with us or allow the music just to keep you in this beautiful centered space.
May the long time sun Sonatum Kaur, thank you for that chant from the Sikh tradition. Whew, this next chant has been medicine for me, and I brought it here to share with you. You may already know it, but if you don't, please learn it with us as we are singing it and see if you might take it home in your pocket for this time, for such a time as this. All right. Oh, yeah. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the feeling of this fear, being afraid and showing up anyway. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's a feeling. It's the feeling of this fear, being afraid and showing up anyway. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the feeling of this fear. It's the feeling of this fear, being afraid and showing up anyway. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the feeling of this fear, being afraid and showing up anyway. Courage is not the absence. Courage is not the absence of fear. Of this fear. It's the feeling of this fear, being afraid and showing up anyway. Yeah, yeah, courage. Courage, it's not the absence of fear. The feeling of this fear. It's the feeling of this fear, being afraid and showing up anyway. Some harmonies. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the feeling of this fear, being afraid and showing up anyway. One more time now. Courage, it's not the absence of fear. It's a feeling. It's the feeling of this fear, being afraid and showing up anyway. One more time, I guess. One more time. No, okay. Courage, it's not the absence of fear. Feeling of this fear. It's the feeling of this fear, being afraid and showing up anyway. Yeah, that's from Ale Blakely.
Well, friends, welcome, welcome, welcome to this Sunday celebration service. For those of you who don't know me, you must have been under a rock for a while. My name's Gitanjali Laurie Rivera. I am your musical minister. My pronouns are she and her. My people come from Puerto Rico and the British Isles. I am joined this day with our dear friend Beth Freewoman, with Valerie Byrne, with Etienne France, with Lauren Dechtenberg, and with Michael Santa Cruz. So we're going to celebrate into this Sunday. Please sing along, get up, move around. Like I said, every week, you don't need my permission to do that, but just in case you were waiting for it, there it is. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these five. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. Please get up, walk around, give each other some love, say hello to the people on Facebook and YouTube. We are here.
Happy Sunday. Yay. Oh, I love you all so much. Yay. A grand rising and warm welcome, everyone, to our Sunday celebration service here at the Center for Spiritual Living Santa Cruz. As we settle in this morning, please take this moment to silence your phones. We extend a special welcome to our friends viewing us on YouTube and Facebook. We'd love to hear from you, so please drop us a chat to let us know where you're viewing us from. And everyone wave hi to the cameras back there. Welcome. If you are new to our live broadcast or here in person for the first time, we are so delighted you chose to join us this morning. Thank you so much for being here, and welcome to CSL Santa Cruz. And if you already consider this center your spiritual home and you see someone near you that is new, please feel free to reach out and welcome them. They're your guests too. My name is Jason. My pronouns are he and him. And my people on my mother's side come to us from Poland and Turkey, and on my father's side from Italy and Germany. We have yet another uplifting celebration planned for you this morning. We have our newest practitioner, Topher Steele, guiding us on our spiritual practice. Yay. And practitioner Sky Leona will be holding us in prayer throughout service. Thank you. And you already got the rundown on our musical muses today, but let's give them another round of applause. We have our Minister of Music, Gitanjali Lori Rivera, and the CSL Band with Valerie Byrne, Lauren Dechtenberg, Michael Santa Cruz, Etienne France, and Beth Freewoman. Thank you all so much. And today's message will be delivered by Reverend Elisha Christopher. After service today, we hope you join us for our social hour and potluck. This week's everyone with last name G through L, thank you for bringing food. And next week, M through R, be prepared to bring something to share. And today is Birthday Sunday. If you were born in the month of August, like moi, we want to celebrate you, serenade you, and feed you some cake. So please swing by the social hall afterwards, and we'd love to sing to you. And if you just can't get enough, come back today at 3:30 for the Felton Kirtan Circle here in our sanctuary. That's going to be a great time of singing and celebration. And then later tonight, our chaplain Cheryl Stromstad-Snyder invites you back for a special prayer vigil for all that ails our nation and the world. That's at 6:30 tonight, so please swing by and enjoy that as well. And it doesn't just end here with Sundays. There's literally something happening here every single day of the week. Every Monday at 4:30, Annika Rose guides Body Awakening, gentle activities for mindful movement and healing. Reverend Grace leads 2 virtual reading groups on Zoom. Every second and fourth Tuesday at 7, Just for Fun reads Ishmael by Daniel Quinn. And Living and Dying with Grace reads Life After Life by Raymond A. Moody Jr. on the first and third Tuesdays, also at 7. To sign up for that, visit our e-news. You can get the registration link for that as well. And every Tuesday and Thursday, Gitanjali Lori Rivera offers yoga for everybody at 10:30 a.m. And Marcia Heath facilitates 2 Bodywise classes every second and fourth Wednesday at 1:30 and every Friday at 10:30. So if you facilitate something, raise your hand. If you're curious about that, seek them after service, and they'd be happy to explain more about that. And just a side note, this month's Sufi healing service that would happen this Thursday, that is postponed this month, so come back next month for that. And save the date for our 60th anniversary and homecoming service. That's going to be taking place all day September 15th. It's going to be a huge party. Anybody that has been here is invited to participate. Very soon, we'll be sending out personalized invitations to all of our members. And if you want to get involved with the planning for this party, we're having a short meeting right after service. So if you want to get involved, if you have questions, or if you just want to let us know that you're interested in volunteering, please see us after that. And there are endless other ways to get involved with your center here. We need many volunteers for that anniversary party. We're looking for movers, shakers, and fun makers for the Felt Street Flea Market. And we also would like everyone to park a little bit more orderly. So if you want to see a parking monitor, see me. I'd be happy to get you started at that. So fill out our engage form in the social hall or email our volunteer coordinator, Becky, at CSL Santa Cruz. And there is literally so much more than I just ran off with you. I know I'm rambling robot at this moment, but if you want to know everything that happens, there's an e-news that we send out every week. And you can also check out our website at cslsantacruz.org. And do you need help tuning out the fear and tuning into the vision? Join our 100 Days of Election Intention. Yes, that's text join to 470-784-0250 for daily mindful messages from Reverend Elisha and thought leaders from across our country as we hold our highest intention for the highest outcome. And as always, our practitioners and ministers are available for prayer. If you have something on your heart that's heavy and weighing you down, or if you have something that is rising you high and you want to celebrate, or you just want to receive some prayer, it is their joy to pray with you. You can also place prayer requests in our prayer box in the foyer, or send one to prayer@cslsantacruz.org. Our practitioners will also be here at the front of the sanctuary after service. And I'd like to end with a little quote here. This is from our e-news and also from our global themes. This comes from Ernest Holmes in our Science of Mind textbook, page 212. We are not so cold-blooded as to say to a person with pain that there is no such thing as pain. That is not our idea or purpose. We admit the fact that pain exists. It is quite a different thing to admit its necessity for our evolution. And now, Topher, if you'd like to come up. Let's welcome Topher. Yeah.
Good morning, and thank you for the warm welcome. I'm ecstatic to be here. I moved in from Salt Lake City, Utah, so I brought my plethora of 5 husbands, 3 dogs, and a BMW and 2.5 kids. That's how it works. Anyways, I am Topher Steele. I'm ecstatic to be here. I love to have fun. Humor is my best medicine, and I go by he, him. We also hail from Poland and Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. So if you need potatoes, I got you covered. Anyways, just to add to the quote, I was thinking about it. God speaks between the words. So when you speak, listen. And when spoken to, that's when you can respond. So let's go over our mission, purpose, and vision. Please join me as we speak out loud together. Our mission is to provide spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. Our purpose is to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Our vision is a world that works for everyone and all life on earth. We are a community dedicated to possibility. All right, let's go to our inclusion statement. We stand with all the centers for spiritual living around the world, grounded in the knowing that the teachings of Ernest Holmes speak directly to liberty, equality, equity, inclusion, human rights, compassion, safety, self-determination, and spiritual living. For that reason, we are unambiguously in support of lives of Black, Indigenous, and people of color. Unambiguously in support of gender equality and equity. Thank you. Unambiguously in support of the LGBTQI+ lives. And unambiguously in support of women being sole decision makers about their lives, well-being, dignity, and choices. Wow, this is exciting to be able to do this. Lots of stuff to remember. Gosh, is this good or is this good? We all have that. Sorry. Let's go to our land acknowledgement. Please take a moment to feel, literally feel the ground beneath your feet. Please take a deep breath in. And so we begin our morning by acknowledging that the land on which we gather right now is the unceded territory of the Awawas speaking Yupi tribe and the Amaha Mutsun tribal band. Please join me in a moment of silence to honor the ancestral and current struggle of the original people of this land. All right, my beloveds, come back. Let us affirm together. I affirm that the United States and its elected leaders are guided by wisdom, compassion, and integrity in all decisions and actions. I envision a nation where justice and equality prevail and where every voice is heard and respected. I affirm that our leaders are inspired to work together for the great good, fostering unity and understanding among all people. Yes, thank you. All right, let's go within and pray. Just in this moment where all is perfect. There is light, there is love, and there is the one presence, that one flow that breathes life into me. And I know that together, inseparably, I flow with it. This presence, this one, this God flows with me, and that makes every step and every place I go holy. And every person that I meet, in every conversation. And I know that this one, this presence, it is everywhere. There is not a place where it cannot be, beloveds. I know that it is in my heart, as I know that it is in your heart, your minds, your thoughts. The very essence, to the very cell of who you are, this presence flows with grace and ease. And so today, where there is humor, where there is music or the message, or simply the camaraderie of talking to each other, God is already there. It is already preparing the way for conversations and thoughts and direction in your own life, in my life. I am so thrilled to be present to such a great center, a beacon, place where it is open and refreshing to our communities and to all people. And I know today that as I let go of the old and I allow the new, I allow God to wash over me in its presence, in its existence, through me. And I allow Mother Earth to absorb all of the old so that it can bring forth in flowers and trees and me a newness, a new way of being. So I breathe that in with gratitude and love and grace from that one, knowing, beloved, that you are loved, you are cared for by a universe, by a presence that only knows your good. So breathe that in. Allow that expression to touch the very essence of who you are in all things and in all ways. It is. And together we say, and so it is. Oh, look at that. My turn is over.
Good morning again. We're going to do a chant that I learned from Amanda West at Heather Houston's Women's Singing Retreat. And if you were with Val for the singing circle, you would have learned it as well. It's called More Love. when the weight is on your heart and everything falls apart. Lift your voice and sing more love, more love. This is what will bring more love, more love. When the weight is on your heart and everything falls apart. Lift your voice and sing more love, more love, more love. This is what will bring. We sing more love, more love. When the weight is on your heart, everything falls apart. Lift your voice, lift your voice and sing more love, more love. This is what will bring, yeah. More love, more love. When the weight is on your heart, everything falls apart. Lift your voice, lift your voice and sing more love, more love. This is what will bring. This is what will bring more love, more love. One more time. When the weight is on your heart and everything falls apart, we'll lift your voice and sing more love, more love. This is what will bring more love, more love. We just get to sing more love. More love, more love, more love, more love, more love, more love. Let me hear y'all. More love. Sing out. Yes, yes. More love, more love, more love, more love, more love, Woo! Woo! And I will say a few words for this next song, which is an original song. And it was downloaded in the shower. But then we finished it. My former husband finished it, John La Rochelle, and he is not here right now physically, but I have his blessing to do this song, and it's called The Sufi Gates. And to remind us what the Sufi Gates are, more or less, is it true? It's like, do we check ourselves as we have right speech? So is it true? Okay. But does it need to be said? Right? So that's the second gate. And then I added a 2A, 2B. 2A is it true? Does it need to be said? Does it need to be said? Is it true? Does it need to be said? I added, does it need to be said by me? Because sometimes it can be said, but it doesn't have to be me. And then, can it be said with kindness, basically? And so it's based on the Sufi Gates, the song. All right, here we go. There is sing-along potential. Is it true? Does it need to be said? Does it need to be said by me? And can it be said out of love and in kindness? Is it true? Does it need to be said? Does it need to be said by me? And can it be said out of love and in kindness? So let's walk through the gate. Truth, love, and kindness. Walk through the gate with love, truth, and faith. Faith in God and God is me. Faith in God and God is you. Faith in God that we are one. So let's walk through the gate. Truth, love, and kindness. Walk through the gate with love, truth, and faith. Take it, Lord. Is it true? Does it need to be said? Does it need to be said by me? Can it be said? And can it be said out of love and in kindness? We'll do it again. Is it true? Does it need to be said? Does it need to be said by me? And can it be said out of love and in kindness? So let's walk through the gate. Truth, love, and kindness. Walk through the gates with love, truth, and faith. Love, truth, and faith. Love, truth, and faith. Hey.
Let's give a little more love to our musicians, y'all. Good morning. How you feeling? Good. Really good. Oh, good. Really good. Well, good morning. If you don't know me, my name is Reverend Elisha Christopher. I am the spiritual director and senior minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living. I do use they and them pronouns, and my ancestors come from all over the world, but they immigrated to this country from Austria and Scotland on my father's side, and Austria and Holland on my mother's side. And I wasn't here with you last week because my family was celebrating my mom's dad, my maternal grandfather's 95th birthday. So that was quite a joy. And then the week before that, I wasn't here with you because Reverend Sunshine Michelle was here from the Oakland Center for Spiritual Living, and I was at the Oakland Center for Spiritual Living. So we switched. And I had a great time in Oakland. It looks like y'all had a great time here with Sunshine. And I'm really grateful that we've been able to do that. And I've been talking to some of the other ministers in our local CSL kind of region to do that more. Because one of the things that I want to remind all of us of is that we're not just this group of people here in this room, right? That as part of Centers for Spiritual Living, we are part of a global movement, right? We have 400 centers in the United States, right? And the thing that I've been thinking about recently is that almost all of our centers on the West Coast have our services at 10:30. Right? And almost all of us are using the global themes, so we're exploring the same concepts and the same ideas, right? And remember that anytime a group of people focuses on the same thing at the same time, the power of intention multiplies. So let's just be in this awareness right now that we are in a stew of collective consciousness, right, of groups and individuals who are coming together right now, having the same conversation that we're having, lifting the same energy and vibration that we are having. And I had this vision the other day that on Sunday morning, there's like a wave of consciousness that moves across the nation, right, as our centers start to meet on the East Coast and then over and over and over all the way to Hawaii and around the world. Right? So let's just be in that wave of collective consciousness. Thanks, Beth. Yeah, so let's begin with a few breaths. Exhale it all out first. Exhale. And take a deep breath in. And let it go. Take another deep breath in. This time, let it out with a sigh. One more deep breath. And really let it out. And again, the reason that I remind us every week when we come together to begin with breath is to remind us that there's something greater than we are that is breathing all of us. That when we breathe together, even just for a moment, it can remind us of that something more that's breathing through all of us. So this month, the theme we're playing with is unstatus quo, which I think is like my topic. I'm going to tell you that right now. Because what's the status quo, right? The status quo is the normal, right? Ooh, that's a bad word in my vocabulary. But right, it's that which we perceive to be normal. It's that which has just been, that continues to be, right? It's the story that surrounds us. It's the collective conscious agreements, maybe even collective unconscious agreements that we have all made, that have been made on our behalf for generations, right, that are building the world around us. And so the status quo is, in a sense, it's the collective agreement about what's normal. Well, our topic this month is the unstatus quo, right? That there's a new collective agreement. There's a new story that is emerging. And I don't know if you've noticed, but if you look out at the world, and if you look at your life, if you look at our nation, if you look at the politics, if you look at the environment, if you look at, I don't know, anything, it seems like the status quo has been disrupted a little bit. Right? That what is normal, what's acceptable, what has been the story up until now seems to be in a bit of a wobble. And it's up to us to decide what the new status quo will be. Right? And if we've been looking around and experiencing the world and all of the things that have not been working for many of us for a long time, and we've just accepted them as being okay, we actually end up perpetuating the status quo as it was. Right? As a queer person, I will tell you how many times in my life I have perpetuated the status quo of heteronormativity and implanted that internalized homophobia on myself. How often are women reinforcing the patriarchy? right? How often, we could go down the line. We could just keep doing that, right? Because the status quo is the collective agreements that we've all bought into. Whether they serve us or not, we are often the perpetuators of the story. What many of us don't realize is that we are also the authors, the changers, and the editors of the story. And so we can either perpetuate what was, or we can be the place where a new story, where new thoughts, where new ideas, where new ways of doing and being are emerging. And that can be fun. It can be easy. It can be difficult. It can be really irritating. Right? Because when we have purposefully or unconsciously been indoctrinated by the ideas that have socialized us, we're often unaware of the stories that we're telling. And we're often unaware of how those stories are perpetuating our negative self-talk. They're perpetuating our illness. They're perpetuating our suffering. And by say our, I mean each one of us individually, and I mean all of us collectively. Right? And so one of the things that I love about this moment in history in which we are living is that the status quo is up for reinterpretation, right? And that's part of the discomfort and the weirdness that we're experiencing in the world is because we're in a rewrite. We are all in a great big play that's happening on planet Earth, and in the middle of the play, we are rewriting the script, right? And we can't just pause and rewrite all the rules and then keep going. We've got to not just build this plane as we're flying it, we have to take it apart and build it in mid-flight. Right? Which is kind of what it feels like. That's why the world feels so uncomfortable right now. Right? We're in both an age of dismantling, but also in a time of rebuilding. Which means that we have to choose where we want to consciously participate in rewriting a new script for ourselves, for each other, for our society, and for the world. Right? So here's one itty-bitty, teensy-tiny little example. I have told many of this community over and over and over again, regularly, I am someone who does not identify in the gender binary, right? I am gender fabulous. And so I prefer to use the pronouns they and them rather than he or she to describe myself. So in that, I have given all of you an invitation to be conscious about the words you are choosing. Are you operating in the status quo, the old script that is implanted in your mind, that is automatic, that says, when you refer to me, he said this? Or are you participating in an active rewriting of our conscious awareness of how we see each other that says he, I mean they? Because in that moment, you've caught yourself, you've stopped, you've redirected, and you've participated in building a new story. So whether you know it or not, I've given you all a little consciousness test, and I'm judging everyone. Because, right? Because there's an opportunity here for me to be giving an opportunity back to say, here's a conscious practice of how to be intentional with your words. How to not automatically identify someone based on their body, but respect and honor the being through which is being expressed through that body. And so if we operate on the status quo and we just keep perpetuating an old script, then we're going to keep perpetuating the world as it has been. If we choose to participate in the conscious rearranging of our language, that's how we write the new script. That's how we start telling a new story, right? How many people in here have experienced such a radical transformation in your life at some point, or know someone who has, where they changed their name? Right? I was born Christopher, I go by Elisha. Right? Because for me, that was part of changing my own script, of recognizing that there's a more of me, there's an evolution of me, there's something else that's emerging, and I want you to reflect that back to me, so call me by my new name. Use my appropriate pronouns. Right? But that's true for each and every one of us. that however that rewrite of the script is, whether you look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you're ugly or you're fat or you're this or you're that, you can instead look at yourself and tell yourself how beautiful, how magnificent, what an expression of the divine you are. Flip the script. Whatever that old indoctrinated script that's alive in your mind, flip it, change it, edit it in the process, in real time, right now. Because as I rewrite the script for myself, as you rewrite the script for yourself, as we rewrite the script of this community, we're building a new story. We're activating a new consciousness. We're waking into the next, the more of us. Right? And so at this center, right, many of us introduce our pronouns and our ancestors. We have a land acknowledgement. We read a diversity statement. We have all these affirmations that we do for our country. All of these things are here to support each one of us in bringing these things into our conscious awareness that may not have been there before. The status quo was to not pay attention. The new story is to pay attention, to be on purpose, to acknowledge, to recognize, to see the inherent spiritual magnificence in each other, and really choose to see it, to affirm it, to reflect it back to each other. Because we are in a time of recreation. We are recreating the world in real time, right now. And so notice in your own life, in your own practice, where are the places that you notice yourself perpetuating old stories? And then where are the places you can begin to tell those new stories, to awaken and activate those new thoughts? We call this philosophy new thought, this movement that we are part of, which means we should be really excited and participatory when the new thoughts are emerging, rather than go, well, that's not how I did it before. That's not what my English class teacher told me. Right? There's a new way. We're rewriting. So take a breath. And just think about what that script is in your mind. Whether it's the perpetuation of the story of the separation of the world as we see it. Are you perpetuating the separation, or are you perpetuating the oneness? Are you one who is continuing to tell the old story about yourself, about your life, about the world? Or are you one who is actively participating in creating and building the new story? So take a deep breath in. And again, remember that you are being breathed. Lauren, let's take this a little deeper. And so as we breathe into this moment, I want to invite all of the practitioners and ministers who are here in this space to stand and just hold this consciousness with me. Because I want to remind us that as we breathe, to connect with that source presence, that one life, that one infinite being that is living and breathing in everyone and everything. That indeed there is one life that is unfolding through every mind, in every interaction, in every person. That there is no one who is separate from this. And so let us remember right here and right now that each one of us are unique, individualized ways that the story is changing. That each one of us is a living opportunity for the new way of being to emerge. And it happens through our choices. It happens through our words. It happens through our intentions and our actions and our participation in life. So let us remember that today is a day for each one of us to step into a new story, to activate the new script, to bring more awareness into the words we speak, into the things we are giving it our attention to, into that which we are participating with. So let's take another deep breath in. And remember that every breath is an opportunity for newness. That as we exhale, we can release all those old patterns. As we exhale, we can let go of all those old beliefs. As we exhale, we can release all that no longer serves. We can empty ourselves so that when we breathe in again, the newness, the freshness, the return of something more emerges in us again. Every breath, every day, every moment is an opportunity to start over. So let's begin anew right now. So take another deep breath in and let it go. Another deep breath and let it go. One more deep breath in and let go. And so in gratitude, I just bless these words, knowing that they land in our hearts and become our actions. And so it is. So take another deep breath in. So before the band comes up, on the first Sunday of the month, we tend to do a little extra prayer, and I wasn't here last month. And you will want to take a little bit of time just to bring our collective consciousness together for healing. And we often, we shift up how we do this every time, but part of the purpose of this is to remember that our collective consciousness has power. That this new thought philosophy was based on the power of mental healing. And that I believe that something emerges when we come together, when we focus on the same thing at the same time. That collective energy has potency, right? So I want to do first a prayer for healing this morning. And I want to do that in a couple different ways. One, Michael Santa Cruz. We texted about this, so I'm going to invite you up. Michael, I believe you're going in for a procedure in a few days, next Friday, to have some cancer removed from your body. And I want us to bless this person, this being's body, their wholeness. And I also want to invite anyone else in this room who has cancer in your body who would like to receive this healing as well to come up and stand here with Michael. And Michael, if you would come stand right down here. And I'm going to invite anyone else who wants to receive this prayer as well. Marilyn's coming on up. And I'm going to invite everybody else to stand up. And first, just take a moment, rub your hands together. Can I invite Cheryl and Topher and Tamara to come surround these two up here? Just hold these ones. And extend your hands out towards these two beloveds. And I'm going to invite all of us to use the power of our voices to pour energy into these two, to speak prayers for healing, for wholeness, for the revealing of health and wellness and vitality, and imagining them in their absolute wholeness for Marilyn and for Michael. So everybody take a deep breath in and let go. Take a deep breath. Let go. Take a deep breath in. And I'm going to invite everyone to use the power of your word, whether it's to speak or sing a mantra or make a sound, and let's pour prayer over these beloveds right now. Here we go. So in this moment, I speak a word of awareness, remembering that there is one life, that there is one power, that there is one presence that holds all of the patterns of absolute perfection in this great and glorious universe. That in the divine mind, these patterns and blueprints for perfection make themselves manifest as the glorious, beautiful existence that is here. So those perfect patterns hold every galaxy in perfect order. They allow every flower and tree to blossom and bloom in their perfect nature. And those perfect patterns live and breathe in the cells and in the DNA and in the very tissues of the very being of our existence. And so as I hold this awareness right now as the very truth of who in each one of us is, I speak a word specifically for for Michael Santa Cruz, and for Marilyn, that right here and right now, these bodies that stand before us are bodies of absolute perfection, that we speak over them this vibration of wholeness and truth, remembering right here and right now that in the presence of truth, nothing else can stand. And so I hold this truth, I hold this awareness that wholeness washes over them right now, that every cell, every tissue, every facet, every function of the body, of the genes, of every element of the immune system, that all of it is operating in this state of divine perfection, and that if the body can create, the body can uncreate. And so anything that is unlike health and wellness in these bodies, in each of our bodies, in all of our bodies, may it vanish from the nothingness from which it came, returning to the void, so that what emerges right here in the light that we are shining into our awareness is an awareness of absolute wholeness, absolute health, absolute perfection and vitality in every cell of every body, not just these two, not those of us in this room, but all of us, for health and wellness and vitality of our planet. Let us remember that our health is intricately and intimately interwoven with the health of the ecosystem and the biosphere. So let this be a prayer for the healing of the world right here and right now, and let that healing manifest in the bodies of these beloveds, and may that truth land in each one of our bodies right here and right now. So let's all take a deep breath in. Deep breath in, deep breath in. And I want us all to reach our arms up into the sky. Reach your arms up and imagine that there are divine patterns of wholeness and perfection in the mind of the universe for each one of our bodies, for the planet, for this life, for those who are standing here before us. Reach up. Imagine you could grab those patterns from the universal consciousness and pull them down into this room. Imagine that health and vitality washing over your body. Imagine that sense of health and wellness washing down over us. Pull those patterns down into the body. Feel it, pulling it down into this space, washing over these two, washing over each one of us, reminding and remembering that our absolute truth is wholeness, health, and perfection, that the one life is expressing right here, right now, in absolute wholeness, health, and perfection. Let that truth wash over each one of us right now. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Breathe it in. Let it go. One more deep breath in. On the next breath, we're going to exhale it with an Om. So breathe in. So let us remember that there is only one of us here. That one is the divine, and any prayer we speak for any one of us, we speak for all of us, and therefore we are healed. And so it is. Everybody just take a deep breath in gratitude. I'm going to invite the band back up to just lift this up in song and carry us a little bit further. Thank you, my friends.
A 1, 2, 3. Let me walk to the banks of the river of love, where the current runs deep. We're baptized in the Word, and there's no separation, and the light is all we see. Honoring all our differences, love will set us free. Oh, Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on, yeah. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. I say, oh, you rock my soul. I say, oh, and hope and love and truth will set us free. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Oh, you rock my soul. I said, oh, you rock my soul. We'll do that again. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. I said, oh, you rock my soul. I said, oh, you rock my soul. One more time. Mother, Father, my soul. Or that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jamie Lula.
Woo! Well, that'll do. Take a deep breath in. Whew, you feeling uplifted and inspired and healed and powerful and all that good stuff? Well, great. It's the opportunity now is to share the love. So if you are feeling that energy and you want to continue to invest in and support this community so we can keep growing into who we are becoming, this is the opportunity to share those gifts with us. And so if you do have a gift to share with this community, bring it out. Maybe place it near your heart and repeat these words after me. For all that I am, for all that I have, for all that I give, for all that I receive, I'm truly, truly grateful. So it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. Go ahead, Lauren. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
So let's just take another deep breath in as we just truly remember how blessed we are to be here in this moment, to live here in this place, to be part of this nation, to be part of this world, to be alive at this moment in time. We are so blessed. Because what I know is that each one of us is here on purpose. So let's let that blessing ring out. Let us just be in the gratitude for all the opportunities that are in front of each one of us. Let us be in gratitude for this beautiful space that allows us to come together. Let us be grateful for the connections, for the love, for the community, for the inspiration, for the music. Let us be grateful for the nourishment that comes from this thing called beloved community. And so I am just grateful, 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 grateful for this energy that we cultivate here in this place, for the healing and the love that is available. And so I just want to say one more time, if there's anybody here in this body, in this room, who wants to express and reveal and feel that health and wellness in your body, just stand up. Just accept that health and wellness right now. If there's anyone here who's seeking that healing in the areas of prosperity, finances, where you have needs that need to be met so you can live and be the one you came here to be, stand up with your arms open wide, expressing to the universe your willingness to receive that outpouring of good so that all needs are met. To any of us in this room who have healing of the heart, whether it be forgiveness or grief, take a stand in this moment, place your hands on your heart. Feel that infinite collective heartbeat, that we truly all are one. If there's anybody here who is seeking freedom in any way, whether that be from your thoughts, from addiction, from any sort of struggle or oppression, this is your opportunity to stand up again, arms open wide, and just express that freedom is our birthright. It is our nature. It is a quality of the universe that is seeking to be expressed through each one of us. And so in that awareness, I lift up our nation. I lift up our collective consciousness, knowing that we are in a healing, that Mother, Father, God, there is a healing going on. And so I accept it, I claim it, I declare it as good. And into this collective healing, what I know is that there are people on our hearts and minds right now. So if there's anyone that you want to include in this collective energy we've cultivated here in this place together today, this is your opportunity. Speak those names out loud right now. So even as the names continue to be whispered, even those unspoken, what I know is that the universe always says yes. So let us know that that yes is upon us, and that we are evolving forward, and that each one of us is participating in writing a new script and building a new world, and a little piece of it is in each one of our hands. And so to that, let us say yes. And so it is.
So it is.
So breathe. Thank you for being here today, everyone. Reminder, it is birthday Sunday. We're going to celebrate all of our August people. Do remember, there's Kirtan later today. We have a meeting right after service about our 60th anniversary party. There's a prayer vigil this evening. There's a million other things happening here this week. So participate, be here, stay all day. You don't have to go anywhere, but there is cake and food next door. So take a deep breath in. Let's give some love to these musicians who've been lifting us up all day long. And they're going to lift us up one more time. So here we go.
1, 2, 3.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. There you go. I can see all obstacles as the way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Said it's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day.